starting out, my story, to give you a little idea, sitting in your shoes, I had probably my junior year over 100 colleges that were sending me letters, and you know, starting my sophomore year. Let me see, how many of you are starting getting letters from college coaches here? Let me see your hands. Most of you started to get letters. How many of you guys started April 15th, started getting some phone calls? Raise them real high. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 5, 4 of them. Okay, during those calls, how many of you guys got some college offers? Let me see your hands. See, some of you got some calls. No one's got offers yet. Okay, that gives me an idea of where we're at in the process. How many of you guys are a little confused about where you stand in the process? Let me see your hands. Get some letters. Letters make you feel pretty good. You get calls and they say, we're really interested in you, right? Who's got a call? You got a call right there? What did they say to you on April 15th when they called you? Who called? Pardon?
Come to camp.
Come to camp? All right. Who called you, by the way?
Air Force, Wisconsin.
Nice. Congratulations. They say come to camp. Is that, who else got a call? What do they say?
Just
come to camp. Come to camp. That's a good sign. It's not a great sign, because knowing that about 80% of other kids at Division I have offers already. The other 20% at Division I, it's going to happen at the camp. So that means you're in the running at the Division I level. But how many of you guys are started your goal process and started looking at, I want to look at Division II, I want to look at Division III, and I want to look at NAI. That's one of the most untapped areas of opportunity that these guys are going to talk to you a little bit about. Because there's over 800 colleges that play football. There's only like 120 that are Division I. But if you look at the best educations in the world, most of them aren't at Division I schools. So by expanding your opportunity, you can go from a 0.8%, that's how many kids will get a D1 scholarship, to about 6 to 7%. You can multiply your chances of going on to play, 4, 5, 6 times, if you are willing to open and expand your opportunities a little bit. And that's a good sign that you guys are, because if you're not, you're really missing out. If you could go on and play at a University of Chicago or WashU St. Louis, or you could talk to Carnegie Mellon or Williams, or there's dozens and hundreds of great college opportunities that can actually help fund your education. And some of them at D2, D3, Ivy League type programs, that you'll get actually more money than just an athletic scholarship. Because think about it, an athletic scholarship, a lot of times at 1AA and D2, they're offering half scholarships, they're offering thirds, they're offering books, while a school that has some financial resources may be able to come in and not offer an athletic scholarship, but can offer what they call need-based. But they also have non-need based, and they package those scholarships together, and often those scholarships turn out to be more than what actually a Division I 1AA scholarship turns out to be. So I want to encourage you guys, let's take the blinders off and let's look at the facts about recruiting today. And I think you're going to walk away with a brand new outlook on how to handle some things to make sure that you put yourself in a position to be successful. So that way, if that Division I school that you go out and you happen to go to that camp, if you don't have a great day at that camp, that's not the end of the world, because you're going to have a dozen other 1AA grade programs, and a dozen other D2 programs, and a dozen other D3 programs, where you can start to be in the driver's seat and have some leverage. Do you think these college coaches are only looking at 1 or 2 people for your position? No way, right? They're looking at kids from all over the country. Your competition isn't in Chicago. Trust me, you travel the country. Your competition's in the state of Florida. Those kids want your scholarship. Those kids are in the state of Texas. Those kids want your scholarship, big man. That's your competition. Your competition, you won't even see them. They're playing in Texas. They're playing in California. So you have to get out of this little cocoon of Chicago sports, and you have to think on a national, even global. There's kids coming from Canada. There's kids coming from overseas to play sports here. So you got to start looking at a bigger picture in terms of what the competition is and what your role is.